G'day and welcome to session number 2 of the first bag of Ace Coins and Cards World Coin Hunt. We're going to get straight into it without wasting any time. When I was doing the edit of session 1, I saw this one sitting at the bottom of the screen. I thought, why have I not picked that up yet? So this one here is a 5 peseta coin from Spain, and it is in really nice condition for a coin that's sort of 75 years old. Flip it over and see it's 1949. But with these peseta coins from Spain, you actually get the date from the stars, either side of Cinco in this case. And I took a sneaky peek at that with the loop before getting started, and it is 1950, but really nice condition, strong detail, very few problems with it. That coin will sell well to the Spanish coin collectors on eBay, and will be up on the Ace Coins and Cards store by the time this video is listed. All right, let's get into the sort, see what else we can find today. Philippines, here's an interesting one. These sell quite well. This would be a 5 francs from France. Oops, trying to drop everything. 1972, so I think from memory 1960, it was around 1960 anyway. They actually made these out of silver. This one will be copper nickel, I think, from memory. But that's actually still worth listing. There are people who collect these pre-Euro sort of coins, and this 5 francs from France is one that someone will certainly want for their collection. Not great condition, there's a bit of edge damage as you can see. The surface looks pretty good, details look okay, but definitely worth listing at a couple of bucks. Poland, Italy, here we go. 10 lire from Italy. Aluminium coin again. And 1955 on that one. It's a little bit faded on the back there. The detail's not great. That's actually probably the obverse, not the reverse, but anyway. Detail's a little flat, so we'll put it in the listing pile for now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I've already got a better version of that coin listed. So it might go into doubles, or it might end up just being scrapped. Yesterday, and I did look up a few of the coins, including that Malaysian ringgit that we found yesterday. This one for people who were here for the first part of the bag sort. And it turns out that this is quite collectible. I would probably get about $6 for this coin. So that's not too bad. It is a 1 ringgit coin, and I can't remember what it was minted in commemoration of, but it was a commemorative issue. Malaysia, Singapore in nice condition. That might be worth listing. That's pretty decent looking coin. I'll try and get this to focus. Nice luster, 1981. Good detail, good luster. That's getting listed. That's in nice condition. I mean, the price guide probably only has that as like a 20-cent coin or something, but I'll get $2 for that in that condition. So worth a list. See how I go with the getting it to focus today. We haven't seen one of these yet. These actually sell pretty well. It's a Kina from Papua New Guinea. We saw the 20 toa coin yesterday, but you see just the alligators on, or would it be crocodiles? I'd say it'd be crocodiles actually. But quite often, anything with animals on it, some people just collect like coins with pictures of animals on it. So I'll put that aside because it's in nice condition. We'll get someone to pay a couple of bucks for that, no doubt. Here we go. Sixpence from 1956. These sell pretty regularly. I've got virtually every year listed on eBay already, but I'll put that aside. I'll put it into the doubles if I haven't already got one listed. I'll list that one, but I'm pretty sure I would have one of those listed already. Gonna have to sort out some air conditioning for this room, I tell you that much. It is hot doing these coins. It's only spring in Australia. It's going to get a lot hotter. Reach 40 degrees on some days where I live in Australia. Beautiful Gold Coast. My house is actually 100 metres south of the border in Tweed Heads, but more people know where the Gold Coast is, so I tend to say the Gold Coast. Russia. Oh, look at the toning on that. That's interesting. Get a bit of rainbow tone on that one. Looks like it's been probably not happened naturally, but some people are really interested in coins that have this sort of toning on it. Put it aside. I doubt I'll list it, but I'll make that decision afterwards. That's a Thai baht. Malaysia. Oh, look at that. Banger. We'll list that. I mean, it's in really good condition for a coin that's, what, 40 years old now? 41 years old? Malaysian 10 sen. That's a nice example of the older style of Malaysian coin. Did this yesterday, but they were right next to each other. Yeah, here's 2 Rappen from Switzerland. Pretty nice condition for 1974. A little bit of the original luster left. Thought these usually had a B mint mark. I can't see one on there. Just curious. I'll put it aside. I'll look it up. India. Dropped one. Malaysia. Israel. What do we got here? Ah, Brazilian coin. Excuse me. This looks like 1800s. 1898. I'd say that's 100. No, 200. 200 reais. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just guessing. That's actually not bad. I mean, look at that. That's, what, almost 125 years old now. It's okay. I don't know if there's supposed to be a picture in the center there, but I'll definitely be looking that one up and potentially listing it on the eBay store. All these coins that I'm putting aside will be available for purchase on the Ace Coins and Cards eBay store. I'll leave the link for that in the description of this video. So, Malaysia, Canada, so Hong Kong dollar, 1960. So that'll be Queen Liz. Sort of touched on it yesterday that some of these Queen Elizabeth coins might be becoming pretty desirable because of her passing. So I'll put that one aside, might list it. Not sure I've got any 1960s Hong Kong dollars listed at the moment, so I might pop that up just in case anyone's looking for it. Malaysia, Indo, Malaysia. Speaking of Indonesia, it's the 20th anniversary of quite a sad time in Australia's history, and that is the 20th anniversary of the Bali bombing. A mate of mine was actually killed in that. I was living in England at the time, and I was working behind a bar as a young, God, how old was I? 20 years old? 20-year-old, and I got a call while I was working behind the bar from my mum telling me that my mate had actually been killed in the Bali bombing, which was very, very sad. I jumped on a plane and came home for the funeral, but I didn't really feel much like travelling after that, to be honest, so that was the end of my time in England. 2 drachma. If this was in better condition, it'd definitely be listable. The Greek coins are quite popular and quite collectible. Most of the pre-Euro stuff is. For those more modern ones, we are looking for as close to mint state as possible. I think I called it gem mint yesterday a lot rather than mint state, and that's because I've been doing a lot of cards lately. Not so many coins, but I'm switching back. Card market's taken a pretty hefty tumble, and to be honest, I know more about coins anyway. But I made some good money in the card market while it was all taking off. Jaylen Brown's my guy for the Boston Celtics, and I bought a bunch of his rookie cards in 2019 before the big boom, and got them all graded, and I was selling cards that I bought for $1 after grading. I was selling them for $100. So it was a pretty good little shtick there for a while, but the market's definitely died down a little bit, and going back to sorting coins seemed like a better prospect for me at this point in time. A lot of the stuff I have priced way overpriced for cards, and that's just because I haven't adjusted them. They were pretty reasonable prices at one point, but the market has certainly had a downturn. I probably need to go in and actually review them so people don't just think I'm a rip-off. Had a LeBron James card, a LeBron James Mosaic Genesis that I got offered $4,000 for, 4,000 Australian dollars, and I turned it down. That was just, this is nice. It's a 5 baht coin from Thailand, but it's just in really nice condition. I'll probably list that. I'll have to go look up the actual year, because I don't, this is the year up here. But I'm not really good with Thailand numbers off the top of my head. So I'll go look that up and list it, because that is in nice condition. That's worth a couple of bucks to someone's money for sure. It's fun, like, the good thing about coins is you learn about history, you learn about geography. So there's a lot of knowledge in these little pieces of metal. That's for sure. This is one of those Kinas from Papua New Guinea again. This one's not as quite as strong on the detail. They are a popular coin though. I used to sell a bunch of them. That one just had a little bit of a corrosion mark on it, so it's not going to go up for sale on the eBay store. Hungary, Africa, Malaysia. Eventually I'd like to do these without editing them. I edited because I was struggling to get the autofocus working properly yesterday. I think I sort of figured it out, like I would get my whole hand up there and then it will sort of focus on the coins closest to it. But I'd like to eventually, oh, here we go, this is Netherlands East Indies coin. Yeah, I'd eventually like to get to doing live streams. Can answer questions live and maybe have you guys look up some of the the prices and that sort of thing for me. 2.5 cents, 1920 from Netherlands East Indies. Just trying to get that on a good angle so we can see it. It's rough. Like, I'm not likely to list this coin. Sorry, it goes that way. No, it doesn't. Actually goes this way. On some of the Netherlands East Indies coins, that little flower thing, that's on most of them when my finger's tapping. And on some of them it's at the top and some of them it's at the bottom. So that one is oriented towards the top. Look, I'll look up the coin just to make sure it's not something super rare, but I don't think it is, and in that condition it's probably not worth listing. India, Malaysia, India. I like these Indian I think these are 2 rupee. Yeah, 2 rupee coins. You can get a lot of variety on these as well, like a lot of different mint errors and mint marks, and it's a cool collectible set. It's a nice, affordable one for people starting out collecting. Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. Here's a Mexican coin. As I said yesterday, I really like the iconic eagle and snake design of these coins. That's probably worth listing. Might have been cleaned actually. It's hard to tell without getting my loupe out, but there's some indications there that actually might have been cleaned, that coin. Which if it is the case, I'll have to make note of it on the eBay listing. A couple in a row here. Here's an Italian 1978 Lear. We got one of these yesterday, but this is in nice condition. Good detail. 1978 R in good condition. So there's a little bit you can see on just below the ear there. There's a little bit of a surface mark, but I'll probably end up in my doubles pile because I'm sure I've got the 78 from yesterday, let alone before that. Malaysia, Taiwan, Malaysia, India. What else are we going to get? Straight away, Netherlands. So this is, I dropped it. Just knocked it down a couple of grades. But this is the 1940, is that 43? 45. Yesterday we found the 1942 P version, and this is 1945 Netherlands East Indies. There you go. See the flower at the bottom on this one. Definitely worth keeping either as a double or listing. I think I might already have one listed, but if not, that one will be up for sale shortly. Here's a Pania from Finland. Let's have a look. 5 Pania. Again, my pronunciation is probably just horrible, but as I said yesterday, I've only read a lot of these currencies. I haven't actually heard them said. So 1970, probably not worth listing. Here's an Irish I call it 3 pence, but it's like 3 pingen in the local language. And these were minted everywhere from 1927, around that date, to 1967. This one's 64. The best way to sort of look for the wear is the pattern on the harp, the Irish harp, just on the left-hand side there. You can see the detail on this one's quite strong still, and the strings are all there individually rather than being mushed together after being circulated, so that one's probably worth listing. Yeah, another Irish coin. Same sort of minting as the 3 pence coin. This is the penny, or the pingen, I think they call it. And that one's a bit earlier, 1935. But you can see what I'm talking about with the detail on the harp. You can see it's starting to wear flat, so you can actually see that decorative detail on the right hand side of the harp. You can see it still, but it is starting to wear flat. 1935, but pretty, not terrible condition. I mean, someone's going to want that in their collection. It's an older coin. It's in reasonable nick. Can't expect them all to be mint state. Malaysia. Here's another one of these French 5 francs. Looks like we've got to that section to the bag. South African coin. So this we're looking for earlier than 1960, I think it was. And these are actually silver. Worth about 10 Australian dollars just in silver if you find one. This one's 1971, but people do collect these. So I'll put that aside to be listed on the eBay store. This little Italian coin might be, it's tiny, look at that. The more modern 50 lire. We found I think it was the 70s or 80s version of this coin yesterday, but this is a fair lot smaller. It's in good nick. This will get listed on the eBay store. So even being as recent as 1994, there's going to be someone who doesn't have that and wants it for their collection. I'm almost positive. It's in good nick. Hey, this one's actually probably worth a list. 20 drachma, 1980, not super old, but good condition for a coin that was, what, 42 years old now? Whoa! 42 years old, so I'll list that up on the eBay store. If anyone's building their Greek coin collection, I'm sure that will be a welcome addition for $2. China, India, Malaysia, Vietnam. That's actually a pretty nice looking Greek lepta there that's just come into screen. 1964. This one with the hole in it. It's aluminium. It's 10 lepta, but it's got really strong detail. These aluminium coins wear flat pretty quickly, so to have that sort of detail on the coin's good. I'll be listing that one for sure. Oh, would you believe it? Another one of these coins. And I looked them up. Like the mintage on these is only 100,000. Now, it wasn't actually made in 1980 as I predicted yesterday. It's actually 1976 that these were minted. And it is a 1 ringgit coin. And now I have 2 of them. These sell really well. This is a Patika from Macau. This one's a little bit lacking in detail, but it's not terrible. It's a bit messy. But yeah, Portuguese Macau, 1968. I think from memory as well, these are nickel. They're a nickel coin. So even if I wasn't to list this on eBay, which it looks like I probably wouldn't because the detail is just a little flat, it's a bit messy. That's probably worth putting aside just to put in my nickel scrap bin, because nickel's, what, $23 a kilo or something like that nowadays. So that's US as well. So $40 Australian a kilo. That's worth putting aside. Building up my nickel collection, taking it to the scrappers and see what they'll give me. Probably half of that. India, Korea, Canada, Russia, Vietnam. It's actually illegal to melt down currencies, but I think I'd have to check on this, but I'm pretty sure once it's no longer legal tender, then it doesn't matter. Here's a drachma from Greece. It's not terrible. Yeah, not great on the obverse there. 1967, but a big chunk of something on his hair. Hour to finish getting through this bag, which I'll leave for another stream. Oh, that's nice. We've got a 50 lire coin on top here. What year? Okay, 55. 1955, 50 lire. Detail's not bad. That's definitely worth a couple of dollars of someone's money. Someone will want that for their collection. It's a pretty nice looking version of the 55, 50 lire actually. So these are, this is 20 francs from France. This is actually 1952B by the looks of it. There's a B mark, mint mark under the date. It's a little hard to see, but just where my thumb is, my right thumb. I can't remember the exact years, and I can't remember which years are which, but you can get this rooster with 3 and 4 plumes, which are the small tail feathers just under the... Why is this not focusing? There we go. Yeah, so you can get this coin in 3 or 4 plume varieties. I think you can. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. And some of them are really, really rare. So worth putting aside just to double check, because I don't know off the top of my head, but that's not great condition. So unless it is the ultra rare one, it probably won't be listed. Philippines, because I've already got them. Got them in much better condition than that. Malaysia. Oh, here's a cool one. It's a Canadian cent from 1936. This will be George, King George. That's cool. Pretty strong detail on the maple leaves there. And there's George on the back. You can see around the edges there's a little bit of gunk, and it's definitely not in perfect condition, but someone will want this, even if it's only for a place holder or just because they haven't got this type of Canadian cent in their collection. Someone's going to want that. Whoops. Ah, that was an Australian 10-cent piece. There you go. That goes straight into my piggy bank. It's a is it a lyrebird on the front? I can't remember. I think it's a lyrebird. How bad's that? I don't even know my own country's animals that's on there. I think it's a lyrebird. 2005. So we will put that straight in the piggy bank. There are some, as in most countries, there are some rare coins that you can find in your change in Australia. Yeah, I've seen coins go for multiple thousands that could have been pulled out of your change from... Oh, this is cool. Moroccan 1371. Look at the condition of that, though. Because that 1371 is not the Gregorian calendar. From memory, this is like the 50s. I'll have to look up the exact date, but that's a really nice 20 franc coin from Morocco. I've probably already got one of these listed, but I doubt whether it's in that good a condition. So that may actually end up usurping the one I've already got listed on eBay. Oh, this last handful is proving all right. Paysetta right there. Again, you find the actual date in the stars. That'll say 19. And that star up there, I can't quite, 62. There you go. So that's 1962 coin. On the back, it'll say 53. But that obverse was used for a long time. And the actual date that it was, the year that it was minted, is in those stars. Malaysia and Philippines and Poland. Well, I think that's about it for today. We've got quite a lot of coins to add to our tally. I've actually got most of the ones I had from yesterday just put to the side over here. So yeah, plenty to list. Looks like I'm going to easily get some value out of these bags, maybe a couple $100 worth for the eBay store, which is great. But for now, I'm going to take a little break because it is hot in here. I've been searching for an hour and we still got about a third of the bag to go. So the rest of the coins will be sorted on part 3 of bag 1, and I hope you'll subscribe and join us for that. Thanks a lot. See you next time.